Hi, I'm Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel. When I ran for Attorney General, one of the things I heard loud and clear from Michiganders is that they weren't happy with the way we get electricity. What they want is pretty straightforward. Reliable electricity, affordable rates, and more, they're demanding electricity from sustainable sources like wind and solar. But right now, that's not what we're getting. So just this summer, a series of storms ripped through Michigan that left hundreds and thousands of citizens without power for days on end. For every single person without power, it was a major disruption, but it was nothing new. We've seen similar outages every summer since I took office and long before. And despite all that, Michigan consumers pay some of the highest energy rates in the country, and they just keep going up and up. And we're still getting most of our energy from high-polluting sources like coal and natural gas. When I became Attorney General, I re-energized and redirected the Special Litigation Division to try to combat this. And I'm proud to say that in just our first few years, we've successfully fought to stop millions of dollars in rate increases. We've negotiated with the utilities to get millions of dollars in investments for grid improvements and financial assistance. And we've successfully encouraged our major utilities to accelerate their transition from coal to renewable energy sources like wind and solar. But if we're going to make real and lasting change to the way we get energy, it's going to take a major investment in our power grid. And we'll be getting the most bang for our buck if we focus on revamping the way we transmit energy. The current state of our grid here in Michigan and across the country presents an opportunity to rebuild with an eye towards the future. Right now, we operate with a mix of RTO and ISOs, regional transmission organizations, and independent system operators, and individual state transmission grids, but little movement of power between them, but all primarily focused on moving energy from concentrated sources of power, like a coal or natural gas plant, out into the surrounding communities. But it's not set up to accommodate new, more distributed energy sources, like wind turbines or rooftop solar panels. In fact, we often see that the best locations for wind and solar are in the places where our grid is the weakest, or interconnection is just too slow and too difficult. By investing in our transmission grid now, we can set ourselves up for clean, affordable, and reliable energy for decades to come. That means making investments to the grid in strategic areas where wind, solar, and other renewable energy sources are abundant. And it means increasing the interchange between regional organizations and individual states in order to create a national model of energy transmission that allows us to be nimble in providing reliable power for every season, morning, noon, and night. Transforming our energy grid will have profound effects for Michiganders beyond just improved energy supply. It'll create good union jobs as we modernize and improve both our energy generation and transmission infrastructure. And it'll stop putting the burden of power generation on poor communities who are more likely to house coal-fired plants that degrade the surrounding environment and compromise public health. As Michigan's top consumer protection advocate, I can imagine few things that would be more transformational and beneficial for the consumers of my state than reforming the way we transmit energy. It'll create jobs, improve public health, reduce costs, and give us the energy reliability we've been demanding for years. And I'm excited that the federal government has made this a top priority, and I'm ready to get to work with attorneys general across the country to make transmission reform a reality.